मैं कर्नल चौधरी से निवेदन करूंगा कि वो अपने विषय की प्रस्तुति करें।
I would like to first convey my gratitude to the chairman IPF. With us today we have Union Minister of State Home Affairs Shri Kiran Rijiju ji, Honorable Member of Parliament Srimati Meenakshi Lekhi ji, Shri Ashok Malik ji, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I stand here with a lot of very mixed feelings. I will not say emotive because generally most of you here will say Bengalis are generally emotional. Some say very emotional fools. I stand here to discuss about the state, one of the states of the Union of India, which has till date, after partition, has been continuously getting the brunt of the partition as on date. This is 21st of January 2017. We have been divided on the lines of religion. All of us are very much aware of that. We are also aware that whenever we speak of West Bengal, the first thing which comes to our mind is the narrative of the national liberation or the freedom movement which has started. And with that, who can forget the hero, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose? His venerable renunciation, his sufferings, his courage, his personality, his extraordinary leadership skills. For me, on 21st October 1943, for me we have already gained the independence because on that day the provincial government in exile was formed. It was not 15th August 1947, ladies and gentlemen. Again, if we talk of our wanderer monk who in 11th September 1893 in Chicago has said that I am a proud Hindu. And the whole world, including India, clapped for it. But today when I say in Bengal, or I say in any part of the states in India that I am a proud Hindu, I have been pushed to the corner saying that I am communal. Why this sudden change after the independence? Is it that we have lost our credibility somewhere down the line? Bengali Hindus, ladies and gentlemen, form 8.8% of the total population. And in the second, after the Hindi-speaking population in India. So if this onslaught continues, the carnage continues, if the Hindu of Bengal perish, so does India. And it has happened for the last 7 decades. The carnage continued. And the Delhi Darbar only knew up to the line of Mughal Sarai. After Mughal Sarai, they were not bothered. So I request the Delhi Darbar, for the last 7 decades what we have failed, I think there should be a change now. They must wake up to the call of West Bengal. On the entire demographical change, how we have formed as of today, I'll go through my slides which I have made very fast because I am told that I have to complete in the next 15 minutes. Are we making the fate faced by the East Bengal Hindus? The East Bengal Hindus prior to 1947 was, or prior to 1951 was 22%. And as of today, it is only 8.03%, ladies and gentlemen. Please take a note of that. The present Bangladesh, the Hindus, from 22 to 8.03. This is the topography we are sharing with the Bangladesh. 2,217 kilometers. And it has been ratified last year by the present government on 7th May 2015. The proportion of Muslim in the state is 16.5% in 1991. Now it has reached 27% as per the 2011 census. Unofficially in West Bengal, the total percentage is more than 34%. Now, I am not a warmonger, neither I want to raise emotion, but this is what is the fact, this is the truth, and we must accept that. West Bengal, like Assam, is also seeing the change, the fast change in the demographic profile. In the last 6 decades, or little more than 6 decades, there have been more than 14% increase in the minority population in West Bengal. I go to the next slide where you see that among these three, Rangpur, Rajshahi and Khulna, these are the belts where the maximum ingression or the illegal infiltration of the Muslims into Bengal region is happening every day. Some, as per the Home Ministry, it is about, sir will be correcting me, it is about 2 crores, which we know. But otherwise, as per unofficial sources, people who are doing research on it, it is more than 4 crores who have already illegally entered India. So when you see these green patches where the deep green, where more than 50% of the change of demographic profile has already been taken place. It is a serious situation for Uttar Dinajpur, Malda, Murshidabad, South 24 Pargana. You can see from this how every day we are being compressed. There has been pushing, which the same model they have followed in Bangladesh or East Pakistan prior to 47, prior to 71 and post 71. Every day there has been incursion in this region. So what has, with this illegal infiltration of the Muslim population, as the chairman just pointed out, what is the change in the dynamics and the analytics? There has been a planned and deliberate Islamization. As he has already pointed out, the appeasement of the vote bank politics. 34 years we have seen how it has carried for the last 7 years from 2011 till date. It has increased many folds. The ethnic cleansing in the same model of 1971 from the East Pakistan we just pointed out, it will happen. Then where will the Bengali Hindus or the Hindus of Bengali go if the same ethnic cleansing happens now? We will be hearing more about Dhulagarh. When I come to Kaliachowk, we'll read what was the motive behind it. There are the few examples. We know there is one Trinamool Congress Rajya Sabha member by the name of Ahmed Hassan Imran. He was the founder of the CIMI in India, and we are aware of that. He has got direct connection with Jamaat-e-Islam as per what we have researched. As for the change in the complete education system, ladies and gentlemen, this happened only last week. Please take a note of what is happening. In Bengali, rainbow we call Ram Dhonu, is the 7 colors, the rainbow. Since Ram was there, now the West Bengal secondary education changed from Ram to Rong. Rong means color. So they said Ram, then there will be no Ram in anywhere wherever such words come. So they're changing the entire education from class 1 onwards. So the Islamization in education has also started. From Ram Dhenu to Rong Dhenu. Now when we call Ma Baba in Bengali, it's father, mother, they have changed already to Abba and Abmi. They have changed the color, which we say Akashi, which is the sky color. They have changed into Asmani. These are the things which have just come out in this new session this year. Another thing to be noted, what's happening in the inter-intellectual front. The literacy rate of the Muslim in West Bengal is which is between 20 to 25%. Till 2014, we have never seen the huge influx of people who have cleared either the engineering or medical. So when we went into details, we found there is an institute by the name of Al Amin. Al Amin is giving study circles only for the Muslim, and they are giving tuition to some Muslim boys and girls. In 2015 and 2016, we have seen more than 29%. Ladies and gentlemen, please note more, which was less than even 3% in 2014. There's some miracle, there's some PC Sharkar who has come and wandered a stick. 29% have cleared their medicals last year and this year. Things to be noted. And in this Al-Amin Institute's tutorial, only 6 centers they are given. In the 6 centers, there is no invigilation. There is an open copy of the students going there, and it was told even the question paper, draft question paper was given to them prior to the exam. So 29% from 3% only in 2014 has cleared the exam. The same thing we have found in the police service, the West Bengal police service. So if there are 4 inspectors who have been selected, the 4 inspectors selected, out of the 4, 3 are Muslims, 1 is a Hindu. There is a total Islamization in the forces because she wants the entire administration in the hand. For example, when I cover Khagragar, I will tell you that Khagragar, the SP was a Muslim, and when the blast occurred next morning, before the NIA or any investigating agency could reach there, the entire thing was taken near a thing, and it was the entire bomb which was not blasted was blasted off by him. Ladies and gentlemen, we had just was to organize a seminar on Balochistan and Kashmir in Calcutta Club, which is the hub of intelligence in Calcutta. We were told that please drop the word Kashmir after everything was decided. Some forces somewhere from the state government and the police was putting pressure on Calcutta Club because Calcutta Club consists of the entire bureaucracy and the serving police officers, including the judges. There was some pressure coming from somewhere on the Calcutta Club. Initially, we are told to drop the word Kashmir because they say Kashmir is a sensitive word. It might fuel terror or unrest in the city. Thereafter, we have been told to drop the entire topic of Saga of Kashmir and Balochistan, which I believe IPF had done here. But in Calcutta, we have been gagged. The media was not allowed. We are told not to even stage this show because this will have tension across the city. Initially, these are the 2 cards. After the Dadri incident, these are the 2 gentlemen. One is Vikas Ranjan, Mayor, and other is Subodh Sarkar, who is a literate intelligence. He belongs to the TMC. Openly, they try to eat beef and try to prove something. I request all of them to please come in front of Jama Masjid or Tipu Sultan Mosque, as sir pointed out, and eat pork and show that how secular you are. This is the new CM West Bengal. He continues his prowess from Tipu Sultan Mosque. And the constitutional mandate who got Srimati Mamata Banerjee, she changes her total attire as per the situation. Whenever she goes, she changes into what you are seeing. There is a small video. Please watch this video and find the temperament of a CM.
My question is that do you think how these recent women cases are being crime cases are being dealt with? Is it dealt in the right way? There's another question on the same topic from Tanya Bhardwaj. Can we get that question? I'm from Presidency College, and you just spoke about rules and how you don't support them. Well, ma'am, the conduct of certain people like Mr. Maudud Mishra and Oracle Islam, they have left bad taste in the mouth for most of us. It disturbs us. People in power should be acting in a more responsible way, ma'am. I must tell you, you are a CPM candidate. This give you
any question which he does not like is CPM question.
Out of 50%, you tell me you are asking the question. There are so many things. No, there are so many things. These are the key issues. CPM and Mount, they are working together. They are the ones that I'm telling you. This is law, I am not. I cannot respect the CPM question. They are the board students.
Any question asking CPM question?
All the details. I am sure they are asking the Maoist question and the CPM question.
I don't know when the question becomes a Maoist question.
I am sorry to say, you belong to CPM, you SFI colors you want.
Told to finish, I had few more slides, but I would only like to say 2-3 words before I finish. I had few more slides. There is a gag on Durga Puja. Ladies and gentlemen, for Durga Puja, it's a cultural, very close to us. It is a heritage. It is a Bengali comes together. It is a tradition. But now in Calcutta, in West Bengal, we are not allowed to even have a normal immersion for Durga Puja. There are places where Durga Puja is not being celebrated. There is a gag there. If for Jallikattu the entire Tamil Nadu can come together, the central government is helping them, then why not for Durga Puja, which is the core issue? It brings the entire Bengali of the entire world together during that time. So what's stopping us from celebrating Durga Puja or for the immersion? So during our last Visarjan, the Muharram was there. Now I ask the CM, if on 26 January, if the Eid falls, will you not allow the army parade on Red Road, or will you allow the Imam having his procedure of calling the Prophet on that day on Red Road? This has to be clear, and the CM has to answer that.